welcome to What's the Story here on the People Chronicles. Thanks for joining us. There's always fascinating stories and interesting people that stop by our studios. And we thank you for listening. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and be sure to subscribe to YouTube because there are so many stories. You don't want to miss any of them. For this edition of What's the Story, we're welcoming Deb Heffner. Hi, Deb.
Good morning, Joe.
Thank you for coming in. You are with GREP, the Greater Reading Economic Partnership.
Yes.
And your title is Director of
Economic Development.
How are we doing in terms of economic development here in Berks County?
Well, we're doing well, actually. You know, there's always perception that, you know, there's no jobs and especially manufacturing jobs, and that's not the case. We have 500 manufacturers here in Berks County who employ over 30,000 people just in that sector, and they're struggling to find people.
No, wait, I have to stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
How many? 500?
Over 500 manufacturers in Berks County. We have a lot of smaller manufacturers, and then we have, you know, the large manufacturers such as the Carpenter Technology and the East Penn Manufacturing.
How many times do we say, I can't get anything made in the USA? I think there's a prevailing perception that we don't manufacture anymore. Everything is done overseas. Well, you're saying that's not even close to true.
That is not the case.
So there's a manufacturing day. I have to be very honest. I just heard about this. It's a national event.
It is. It's a national event, and we here in Berks County are going to be participating for the first time in this event. So on Saturday, October 3rd, we're going to be hosting Berks Manufacturing Day at the Reading Area Community College. Their Schmidt Technology Center will be the base for this. We're going to start at 8 a.m. and we're going to have 30+ manufacturing companies there showcasing what they make and also talking about career opportunities that they have available.
So there's 30 manufacturers here in Berks County that have job openings.
Yes. Oh, more than that. More than that. Those are just 30 who are coming to this event. And you will find the vast majority of manufacturers in Berks County have some position open because they cannot find the person to fill those spots.
Why is that? I mean, so many people are the unemployment rolls and they can't find a job and they can't get a job. Where's the disconnect in your estimation?
I think some of it is just ignorance, you know, not realizing what manufacturing has to offer. The average wage for a manufacturing position in Berks County is $55,000 a year. Plus, most manufacturers offer a benefit package that runs around additional 30 to 35%. So these are wages where you can sustain your family and have great benefits. And, you know, some people think about manufacturing as what would have been our grandfather's manufacturing. They think of it as dark and dirty and hot, etc. And there is some of that, but the vast majority of manufacturing today and in Berks County is automated. It has to be automated. It has to be technical in order to keep up with the demand and bring the price in at what the consumer will pay for their product.
So it's not a Rosie the Riveter. You're not an assembly line with tools and getting dirty. Typically. Typically,
it is highly automated. The shop floors are clean. The air ventilation is good. You know, safety is prevalent on every manufacturer's mind.
How about training? I mean, are they highly technical jobs, and perhaps that's why people aren't going for these?
There's a mix. There's those entry-level jobs where they can come in at that base level and then get the training they need, often through the employer, having the employer assist with that training and move up their skills so that they can reach those higher levels. And we are blessed here in Berks County because we have excellent training facilities, and one of the premier ones is the Schmidt Training and Technology Center. They are the only center in Pennsylvania, and actually they're one of 2 throughout the United States who offer mechatronics.
What is that?
Yeah, it sounds very confusing, and people often ask that question. Mechatronics is having people who understand that when a machine quits, how do we get it back up? What are the issue? What triggered the machine to shut down? And how can we get that back online? So it allows people to come in and learn off of machines that they have there that are triggered to shut down for various reasons. So they're working directly with machinery, they're working on the computer to get those skills, and that's something that's highly sought after here in Berks County and throughout the United States. People who know how to troubleshoot and do those type of repairs.
Are these machines the same as the machines we might find at Cartech or at East Penn Manufacturing? Are they,
yes.
They're what we would find in the real workplace?
Yes.
That is excellent.
So that's a great resource that we have, and also our career and tech centers that we have in Berks County, the Berks Career and Tech Center and the Reading-Muhlenberg Career and Tech Center. They both offer a litany of courses that are geared towards training people in those manufacturing skill sets. So high school students, while they're in high school, can go a half day to one of the career and tech centers, garner this knowledge and this experience, even get some college credits from RACC, much like an advanced placement course would be for a high school college-bound student. So they can get those credits, they come out of high school with no debt, and they've got career opportunities. And if they want to go back and get their associates, they can do that at RACC, and they have a head start. And RACC has articulation agreements with Bloomsburg and additional colleges that allow them to also then go on and get their bachelor's, should they wish.
I'm so glad to hear this story, because there's a prevailing concept that, boy, you have to go to college, and if you don't go to college, well, then you're going to be in a low-wage, minimum wage job, and you're going to struggle the rest of your life. And you're painting a very different picture, in fact, a very promising picture, that not just locally, but I believe across the country, there's that sense that we don't make anything here anymore. And every once in a while, there'll be waves of buy Made in America and look for the Made in the USA label, their campaign, so to speak. But I'm wondering, do the companies, the manufacturers here, do we tout ourselves, we being the manufacturers, as our products being made in America, or are we just going about our business, doing our work, and employing people?
A lot of our companies are touting that Made in the USA when they can, because they understand the power of that brand, and there is a power to that brand. You know, there's a lot of people out here in the United States who they look for the product that's made in the USA, and I think there's a study that says as long as that price is within 10 to 20% of the foreign made, people will buy that USA brand.
I do that. I will look for that. And I have to admit, though, I think I look for it often in, here I'm going to pigeonhole myself, in clothing, you know, things that I'm buying. But when it comes to manufacturing, what kinds of products, for example, are we manufacturing in Berks County that we can then look for and purchase?
In Berks County, a lot of food. Okay. So you can certainly look for that when you're grocery shopping. We do a lot in metals. Of course, we have a lot in the battery sector, a lot in plastics. So there's a lot of components that are made here in Berks County that aren't necessarily the end product being sold. It's going on to another company, you know, as part of their packaging when it comes to the plastics. But on Berks Manufacturing Day, you're going to have that opportunity to meet with those 30 companies, and then a very unique opportunity is that we have 5 manufacturing companies who are actually opening their doors for tours that day.
Who are they?
They are American Crane, Brentwood, Cambridge Lee, East Penn Manufacturing, and Remcon. So, and this event is free to everyone. You know, we're looking at the middle school and high school students who are starting to think about their first career path. We're looking at adults who are thinking about a new career path, whether they're unemployed, underemployed, or just understimulated in their current work environment and they're looking for something new. They're going to be able to come out, see for themselves through those tours what the manufacturing environment looks like here in Berks County. Speak with those manufacturing companies. The training facilities that I spoke of will also be there so that they'll be able to learn, okay, what is the training that's available and what does that look like? Should I wish to garner more skills right now to help me bump into a higher level to start? People, it's free, but they must register because we have to make sure we have enough buses on board for the tours. So it's simple.
So you're busing, I don't have to drive from place to place.
We are going to bus you Right from the RACC Schmidt Training and Technology Center.
What time does it start there?
It starts at 8 a.m.
This is October 3rd. Mark the date, because this could be a powerful date for you in your life, marking a change or helping you define a path for what you want for your future. So October 3rd, you said you have to register by when?
Yes, we're looking for people to register by the 17th of September, but we will extend that if we have more seats available on the buses. However, anybody who strictly just wants to come out to the Schmidt Training and Technology Center, you know, that's open to the public. We're not going to have to cap that number in any way.
How long will the event or the participants be at the Schmidt Training and Technology Center?
Well, it starts at 8. At 9:30, the tours will start to leave. All of those folks will be back by noon. And to register, you simply go to careersin2years.com. And that's careersin2years.com. Careersin2years.com.
The event is October 3rd. Register by September 17th. If you somehow missed that date, go there anyway
and register.
Save me a seat on the bus.
Yes.
And if you're not interested in the tour, you can still get a lot of information just by visiting.
You can still register and strictly visit the Schmidt Training and Technology Center and speak with those 30 manufacturing companies.
This is a huge career fair.
It is.
And they'll be taking applications. You know, you can interview them just like they interview you, which is a great opportunity. Deb, thank you for sharing this. This is a big story.
It is. We're very excited to be able to promote the manufacturing that happens here in Berks County, because as that does well, all other opportunities in Berks County also do well. You know, it impacts the lawyers, the bankers, the shop owners, everyone.
The restaurants.
Yes.
All the stores, and it impacts you in terms of your lifestyle and what you can do for your family. October 3rd, save the date, register by September 17th. Again,
careersin2years.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Want to know more about who's doing what in Berks County? Check out the stories on thepeoplechronicles.com.